Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Will It Survive an Equestrian? Today I am going to be talking about the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude Water Fresh Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This foundation claims that it's a real skin finish, it will last 12 hours, and it hydrates with red fruit extracts. So, comes in very nice glass packaging. This is a very liquidy foundation. I have worn it before, and you are advised to shake it up very well before you apply it. It's so liquidy that I actually knocked over the bottle and it spilled on my desk and made a mess, so that is not very much fun. This is SPF 30, so I'm going to be using this today in place of my sunscreen, but I would not recommend you relying on the SPF in your foundation as your normal sun protection. What I do is get a bit on my finger and then kind of put it around the face. Kind of paint it around my face, I guess it would be. Oh, by the way, my shade is 3W1 Tawny. This is going to be a foundation that is more natural of a coverage. It's not going to be very high coverage. It's supposed to be more like a real skin type of finish. Your real skin is going to show through. It's not going to be a thick, cakey foundation, and that's why I wanted to try it, is because I like foundations to feel a little bit lighter. I don't like something that's thick and heavy. This is one thin layer of the foundation. I'm watching some birds outside the window. As a base, I am using the Estee Lauder. This is a sample of the Smoother Primer that I got in a set that I purchased. This primer is like, I think $36, and it's not, to me, that great or that special. It's definitely not my favorite. I think there's a lot better options out there. And this kind of smells like baby wipes. It's supposed to have like a nice smell to it, but I just feel it smells like baby wipes. I have not checked the ingredients on this, but this does feel very silicone-y. So I personally would pass on it, but that is what I'm using today. Apply a second layer of foundation. I feel you do also kind of have to work a little bit quickly, because since it is so watery, it will dry down pretty quickly. I am also going to set my face with a little bit of powder, not much, because it helps just me to stay a little bit more matte throughout the day, and it helps blend out like your bronzer and your contour and your blush to have it a little bit more powdery. So that's what I'm going to do. That is totally your own option. That's just what I do on a regular basis. I'm not going to be wearing any other makeup today, just the foundation, so we can really look and focus on that. And I think I'm going to put on just a little bit of SPF lip balm today. I think it looks really good. It kind of will give you a little bit of a real skin luminous glow, but I don't feel like this is at all a glowy foundation. I've had glowy foundations before. This is not one of them. This is, I think, more of like, I would describe it like a demi matte. It is catching a little bit of the light, but it's not, you know, but it's not sticky or wet feeling at all. There are only 12 shades in this foundation line, from a bone to like an amber. So not a very large foundation range. I was looking at the Ulta's website though, and it looks like they took their double wear line and they kind of compacted it a little bit more to make this line. So there's 2 or 3 shades in the normal double wear line, and they used it to create 1 shade in this. So if I can find that page, I will link it down below. That might help you to find your foundation shade. So I'm going to go to my riding lesson. Today is Black Friday. I'm not going shopping, I'm going riding because that is important to me to get practice in even during the holidays. Give this video a like if you agree. So we're going to be testing how well this can work. It does not claim to be 24-hour, it only claims to be 12. I want to see how the foundation wears wearing my helmet around the chin strap area and where my sunglasses touch my face. I'm going to my riding lesson. I have a few errands, so we will see how this wears throughout the day. Out of the literally billion other YouTubers out there, thank you so much for choosing to watch me today. Be sure and give this video a like so it's easier for other people to find, and subscribe to see more of me in the future. It is currently 9:06 in the morning. I'm back now for a checkup. I finished my riding lesson, but I still have quite a few errands to do. So we're going to check the makeup. It looks like it lasted really well. It only started to wear away where my glasses touch my nose and a little bit on the forehead. But I think since this is such a light coverage foundation, it is also not going to be very heavy and have a tendency to slide off. So I'm going to blot it and powder it again. And I will check the time in a minute. I think it's about 2 o'clock right now. It is 2:10. So that means this foundation has been on 6 hours, and I think it's actually holding in really well. I also want to point out the fact that it is really hot here right now. I will show you in just a minute, but it is Black Friday and it is 85 degrees here. So this is very, you know, my riding lesson, I was sweating. My allergies are really bothering me, so I feel like I'm kind of running a fever too. So this has definitely had to contend with some heat. But, you know, I really don't think it's doing too bad. You know, you can see the nose pads and a little bit where my helmet was touching it. But other than that, I think this foundation is holding up really well. We have a few more errands to run. Do you see this? This is Black Friday, the temperature where I live on Black Friday. It's pretty amazing, it's gorgeous, but it is very hot. It is currently 3:55 in the afternoon. So I am back. It has been about 7 hours, I think, if I'm correct. I touched up an hour ago, and I think that this foundation is still looking really good. Like I said, maybe you saw, it was really hot here. Really hot today. I went to my riding lesson. I was sweating, you know, and I still think that my foundation did pretty good. Even around the helmet, it did not last so well around my nose where my sunglasses touch my nose, but that's just to be expected. That's normal. No foundation will ever be able to hold on to there, but it's just, to me, it depends. I'm sorry, I keep sniffling. My allergies are just crazy today, to the point if it's actually making me sick. I think I'm running a fever. My throat is scratchy. I do not feel good, which is kind of why I'm cutting this video a little bit short today. Like I was saying, I don't care so much that the foundation kind of rubs away where the nose piece on my sunglasses touches my face. I care though about if it starts to like build up, like rub off and build up in a weird way, and that kind of disturbs me. So the main question here is, did this survive an equestrian? Yes, it did. Totally, definitely recommend this foundation. Not going to be that full of a coverage, but because of that, it also stays on your face a little bit better and doesn't smear and smudge and slide all over the place, and it's just melting off by the end of the day. Because there's not that much product there, it kind of hangs in there a little bit better. I mean, I have been touching and rubbing my nose, using Kleenexes, trying to like keep the snot at bay. So my nose, I think, still looks pretty good. I was really pleased with how it still looked under my helmet. The chin strap of my helmet also did not touch it a whole lot. One enormous thing though that I did notice, inadvertently, I'm so glad that I noticed this, is I took a picture. I know I was wearing this foundation, and I looked at the picture, and I have this crazy white cast throughout my whole entire face. And so I just want to warn about this foundation. SPF 30 is really, really high SPF for a foundation. So I just want to say that if you're going to use this foundation, use it during the day outside. Do not at all ever use this at night where someone possibly could be taking a picture of you with a flash, or indoors for whatever reason, because you could risk just a white veil all over your whole entire face. That is not attractive. So I'm very happy with this foundation. Like I said, I have been wearing this on, a daily, regular basis, and I feel like it works really, really well on me. I'm also really happy that it will survive an Equestrian. The next foundation I'm going to test out is drugstore, but I'm glad that I know this will work for the amount that you pay for it. That's the most important thing. You're able to use it, it holds up to its claims, it works well. So I am done for today. I'm going to take this off and I am going to get in bed because I'm just really, really not feeling too great. I hope everyone had a good Black Friday, whether you went shopping or whether you rode your horse. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.